Okay, now when you're in the vehicle, they're gonna have you go through a couple more things. I believe they call this, yep, the lab inspection, which stands for leaks, alarm signals, and buttons. Well, before they go through that, they're gonna want you to go through absolutely everything in here. They're gonna wanna know what's what. So, if this has a clutch, which this does not, they're gonna want you to depress it. Then they're gonna wanna know what the gauges are. Now, you get a glare when I'm like that or no?
Actually, I think we're okay without that.
Okay. Glare, or glare, gauges. This is your tachometer, and that just measures your RPMs.
Okay.
This is your odometer, tells you how fast you're going. Fuel gauge, how much fuel you got. Right below the fuel gauge, this is your oil pressure gauge. Oil pressure should read, it just needs to read something. Usually it reads about between 20 and 40. As the engine oil is thick, it reads more. As the engine oil is thinner, when it gets warmed up, it reads less. You just have to have something on your oil gauge, okay? It can't be zero. Zero's bad. Okay. Zero means your engine is going to lock up on you real quick. Fuel gauge is whatever your fuel level is. Voltmeter is to the right of the fuel gauge. That should read for about 14 volts when you're driving down the road. Somewhere between 13.6 and 14.2. Usually it's almost always at 14. 13.6 is if it's been discharged and it's gaining back up. Bottom right. That is your coolant temperature gauge. 210 is about where it runs normally. I think this truck is set for 210 thermostat. So when you start it up, it's going to be really low. Like if we start it up, it'd be at like, I don't know, 80 degrees probably, but it will warm up. So you just got to make sure that it doesn't go over 210. And it starts to get up by 260, it's just getting really hot. And then you might want to shut down your vehicle to let it cool down. Okay?
Okay.
Now,
can you just, those four on the right, can you just point and say what they are one more time? Oh, there we go.
Fuel gauge, top. Right below that is the oil pressure. This one right here is a volt gauge. That right there is a coolant temp sensor.
10-4.
Okay. Good idea, Joe. I'm turning the lights on. Should have done that earlier. Okay. Couple other things they're going to want you to go on here. They're going to want you to know how you turn the headlights on. They're just on the corner here. Because he's going to actually have a system where you're going to go through the headlights and he'll check all the lights for you. So there's your headlights. Turn signals are here. Now the key would be on. That'd be the right turn, left turn. Okay. Left turn, right turn. Okay. So you want to know where the hazards are? Hazards are right here, right in the middle. Okay. Those off because they're loud and annoying. While you're in here, he's going to want you to go through the steering wheel play. You're just going to move it like this. You can feel it's tight. What he's looking for is make sure it's not big looping turns. Like you can tell it's nice and tight here. The horn. The horn has to work. The mirrors adjusted and windshield condition. You better have already adjusted your mirrors before you started the whole trip or you're in for a long trip. Windshield, you want to make sure it's not hazed over really bad. It's got a bunch of crap on the inside, like somebody spilt the chocolate milk or something all over and spit it all over the inside of the mirror or the windshield. You're looking to make sure there's no cracks, that it's nice, it's visible, it's clean. Wipers, he's going to want to make sure that the wipers are good and work. And how to turn the wipers on. You're too smart, Joe. He will check to make sure that the windshield washer works too, but I didn't want to spray Joe. And that the defroster works. So he's going to want you to actually start it up. And he's going to want to make sure that the defroster works. So turn on hot. Yep, it's pouring out air. All right. That's one of the things I have to go through. And then he'll also want to make sure that the heater works too. So just turn to there. Heater works great.
Nice.
Feel it coming on. A little too good.